Hello everyone and welcome to the online class of database. So today in this session I am going to tell you that how you can perform simple calculations in MySQL. So I have opened the screen here, command line prompt, and I am on MySQL prompt here. So for performing any calculation, you just need to use the select command, which is a TML command, and then write the expression which you want. So I have written 9 plus 7 and that is going to give me the 9 and then plus 7. It is giving me the output as 16. You can see, if you want you can perform the multiplication division as well. For that you just need to change the sign. It will give you the output. Now as we know that how we can solve the expression in MySQL, you can perform as long as expression you want. You can take the help of bracket as well and then following by different signs. You can see here that you get the output. So like this we can do. Now students, I want to tell you that whatever output we get in MySQL after running any kind of command, so for that we write the command, we get the output whatever the field name is there. However, you can see that whenever we are performing some kind of calculation here we are getting the expression in the field name. So to provide a particular valid field name during runtime, only for the output to look to give it a proper look that what you are doing or whatever heading you want to give, we use as keyword. As is a keyword which can be used to provide the alias name, or you can say the heading of the field to any particular calculations or any particular attribute. So now I am going to run one more command. Here you can see select. I am writing here 45 into 87, and then I want that the output should be given in the column with the heading as multiply. Alright, so you can see now once the multiplication has been performed, the heading has come multiply and it is here. It is not stored anywhere in the database because we are using this on the command prompt to see the output, as we were doing in Python also in interactive mode. So now I am going to show you with the help of the table which we have created yesterday. So let us open the table first of all. Now to open the table I have to open the database. So I am using the use command and then database name, use school. I am inside the database now. So our table name was student. So let us execute the command select asterisk from student. This is going to show me the all records of the student. Here I have inserted few more columns to make you understand about the null value and all. So let us begin here. Now suppose if I am writing select asterisk from student, so it is giving me the field name and whatever data we have inserted inside the field, it is giving me. Now you can also notice here that 7 roll number is inserted twice and this student table has not given us any error. Why? Because I have not defined roll number as a primary key. To define any particular field as a primary key, I am going to show you in the future video. Now today what I am going to make you understand that suppose if I want to change the name of this field, or I want to change the provide an alias to this field, I can do it with the as keyword here as well, which table is already created. So let us see here. I am writing here select and then name comma class comma section as SEC from student. So now you can see that I got the 3 fields, however the name of the section has been changed here. So I have provided the alias here as SEC to the section. So this is changed now. Now students, one more thing I want to tell you that in during runtime I can also add a additional attribute, or you can say additional column to the table. Now let me run this command for you. You can see that there are 4 columns here. Now suppose if I want that I want to calculate the fee amount of each student for a year, and I know that the fee of these student is 1500 per month. So for a year we have to multiply it by 12. So for the runtime, during runtime we can write a command and we can get the output as the fee, calculated fee, or you can say the fee collection per year for a particular student. So I will write here select name class section, and then I'll write here comma fee collection. So what fee amount is there? 1500. So I've written 1500 into 12. It is for year. So I am going to give the alias name also. 1500 into 12 as total fee per year, and then I have written from student. So there is an error. I think that I have given a space here in the total fee because this is a field name which I am providing. So that is the reason I got the error. I have already told you that there should not be any space between the field name. So you can see here, student, that name class section I have got, and then the alias I have provided total fee per year, and you can see that I have done the calculation 1500 into 12. Now same goes whenever a column is already existing. Then if you want to calculate anything, annual income or annual salary or annual fee, so you just need to multiply the field name into 12. So like this it will be easily done, and this is not permanent. It is not going to show you when you will run the command select asterisk from student. It is not going to show you the output where the total fee per year is not going to be saved. It is only for the runtime. Alright. Now students, let us do one more thing. I want to work with the null value which is inserted already in the section. So yesterday and day before yesterday we have inserted a null value in the section column of few students. So now suppose after entering the value I got the information the very next day that these student will be in section C. So I want to change these null value, or you can say I want to update these null values to the section C. What I will do, I have to write here the command select name class section. Let me write the roll number also. Roll number, name class section, and as the section column is null, so I will write here if null. If null is a function which is used. So if null, if section column is found null, then fill it with C. Alright, and then I'll write the name of the table. So you can see now that if null is there, then it is not permanently updated. However, you can just, if you want to show the output to someone that right now you want to get it updated to C, and it is not that much time with you that you will update the column for every student at a particular moment of time. So you can run this command and then you can show the details over there. Alright, so this is how the null value during runtime can be updated to a particular text of your choice. So this is how we work with null value. I hope you have understood today's video. Go through it very properly. All the things are given in your book, and if you find any kind of problem while running the commands, then message me, mail me. Till then, stay healthy, stay happy. Thank you so much.